Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Excuse me, Butterfly Goddess Tarot, and I am here to do a love reading for my Scorpios for the month of March. So let's get into your cards because your story in my meditative session, which is brief, but I do it right before I go into your reading and before I shuffle your cards. So, I was hearing Spirit say to me, a clear story, and it was pretty much, I don't want to tell you the end, but I felt like you all had gone through some things with this person, which, we all do in relationships, and sometimes those things don't work out. However, sometimes, when we are able to, like when we're with a person who we think is worthy um, of our love, and they find us to be worthy of their love, and they're willing and committed even though they make mistakes. Like, to me, you can't ask for a better outcome because things are always going to happen. That's just life. Like, no one's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Your partner's going to make mistakes. But to me, it's like in those times when mistakes happen, like, how do you address it? Are you the type of person who, I can come to and say, like, this is what the facts are, like, how do you feel about this? This is how I feel about this. Like, you know, I don't think you handled that right, or maybe I didn't handle this right. For me, like, if you have a person who's willing to sit down and have those conversations with you after something happens, then that's a winner. Like, you can keep them all day long because you just have to be able to work through issues that will guaranteed arise. But let's actually get into your cards. So you all have the Justice card, you have the Death card, you have the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you also have the Three of Cups. So, it looks like things may have started out kind of rocky. You know, I don't even necessarily know if it was a deep deception or, betrayal or anything like that. Like, it could have been a third party, but I'm not really sensing that, you know. But regardless of whatever it was, I don't think it was earth shattering, whatever they did. But the Death card is here. So the thing about it is that with the Death card, it's like, even though maybe you chose to stay with this person, something, with the Death card, it's like they've gone through some kind of change. Whatever it was that happened, just like what I was saying, where, when things happen, if you're with a person who you can talk to and work things out with, then, you know that the connection is real, it's special. And so I think because of, you being in the place with this person where you guys have really been able to, like, have the hard conversations and really, like, do deep dives into, how the other one feels, and, what this particular thing made the other one, think. And it may have brought up some insecurities in you or the other person, but, I feel like it didn't, like, being able to come to that place, like, where you guys can have those hard conversations. I don't think it was always like this in your relationship. I feel like this is something that you guys have had to really work towards, and maybe I'm not even necessarily feeling like it was you specifically. Could be vice versa. Maybe you were the one who had more issues with, like, sitting down, having those hard conversations. But whichever one it was that, initially struggled with being open and honest like that, even when they were at fault, or when they weren't at fault. But, let's just say it was your person. There has been a transformation. There has been, with the Death card, it's like, it signifies change. So I think that they, like I said, they've gone through that transformation. And the only way that they were able to do that is because you supported them, just by not giving up on them, and just really like going through the process with them, you know, like just being there when, not necessarily like turning your back on them, because I think you could sense like they just had never been in a position where they had to like actually break down how they felt, and they never actually got to the point where they were willing to do that with another person, and this person is willing to do it for you. Now, you have the Eight of Pentacles here, and that talks about really having to work on something, meaning like this did not come easy to them, and you had a lot of tough days while going through this learning, growing phase with them. It's because with the Eight of Pentacles, it represents someone who is really and truly like working hard. They're open-minded, they're dedicated, and they have willpower like you would not believe. So after that, you have the Queen of Cups, and with the Queen of Cups, she always, when she shows her face, she's like a welcome presence. She always makes you feel comfortable, and she makes you feel like, she represents balance. And with the Justice card here, I almost feel like I skipped over that, but with the Justice card here, it talks about, again, there being balance or needing to be balanced. And so, with the Queen of Cups coming right underneath the Justice card, it just perfectly makes sense. Like I said, you guys have maybe really had some hard times, like some knock down, drag out fights. That's what I was trying to say. With this person, just to get them to open up. Like, I almost feel like they would before prefer to just like run away and totally avoid you before they actually talk to you. And for those of us who, communication is like our love language, we just can't even understand like what is so hard for other people. But, when you love someone, you work with them, and you are willing to, just kind of go through all of those things. But you also have the Ten of Pentacles. And so with the Ten of Pentacles, it represents happiness and security. It's completion. It's like we've done the work. We've, we started on really rocky ground, but we worked on that, and now we have a strong, solid foundation. We put in the work. We put in the time. We put in the heart. We put in the effort, and it paid off. And then your last card is the Three of Cups, which represents celebration. So honestly, in my mind, you couldn't really ask for a more perfect layout than what's right here. I will say, for you, or like I said, this could be your partner, vice versa, but I feel like your biggest challenge was just kind of staying, not quiet, but reflective in the moments where you really wanted to like lose your SHIT on this person, because you don't even understand like what their issue is. Like, you're like, just talk to me. You can trust me. I'm here. I've been here. And so for you, it's kind of like, how could you not talk to me? But I think in the time, there may have been some times where you really did go out, but then there may have also, I feel like you took some opportunities to just kind of sit in it and not necessarily react in every moment just because. And I think that is one of the things that allowed this person to open up to you, is that you were not always so reactive. Sometimes we can't help it, because again, we're human and we all have emotions and reactions. And yes, we'd like to say that we're in control of our thoughts and the words that come out of our mouths, but we're not. That's just not reality. So, I think that you guys have a winning combo here. I think that, with time and patience and, the work is never really done. Even though you've come to completion with the Ten of Pentacles, there's always going to be more work to do, more challenges. But I feel like because you guys have now worked on building that solid foundation, or even restructuring the foundation, because I feel like the foundation may have actually been shaky to start with. But because you kind of restructured things, you are putting yourself in a position to win in the long run. And so this was the love reading for my Scorpios for the month of March. I want to say thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let me know if this resonates with you. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.